Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Bebop here. Today's video is going to be a quick one about the mutations this week and how to prepare yourself for them. If you're not interested in getting into an M2, because a lot of those are just trash lobbies that can't get through the bosses, go ahead and take off one of your weapons, get under the 675 gear score, and then what you would do is go to activities, sign up for the mutated random expeditions, and that way you are going to force yourself into a M1 and get through it quickly. Now, another thing to do is look at what type of mutation is this week. We have Abyssal, we have Void Damage week, okay? So you need to get Cup Pristine Amethyst and go ahead and protect yourself. 50% is the cap. If you go over that, you're not going to be protecting yourself anymore. It's just 50% is all, at the max. Anywhere from M1 and M2, you can go... go at least minimum 30%, and get through it. I know a lot of you, I don't have to use anything. I get it, but there's a lot of bad players out there that need help. Okay. And we don't need them going down every 5 seconds. So this will help protect you from, getting killed in one shot in the mutation. If you're in M2 and you don't have any protection, you're just going to be a hard carry and you're absolutely throwing. So make sure you gem up. Now, if you look at my gear up here, I have the Cup Pristine Amethyst. So I got the 6% void damage absorption with the Abyssal Ward here. And if I look at the bottom left here, it will tell me my void damage resistance. Overall is 51.4%. So I'm at the cap, a little bit over it by 1.4%. 50% is the cap once again. And then the other gems, you can, put whatever you want in there for whatever mutation you're running. Last week it was Genesis, so I still have the strike stuff in these. So I'll change them out depending on what I'm going to be doing this week. But yeah, that's how you want to protect yourself. Even tanks, that's how you want to protect yourself. Healers, same way, okay? And that way you can get through the M1 and M2s a lot easier. Make sure you're using a melee weapon in the main hand here for damage. And then you could do a range or a grouping up weapon like the Great Axe. The Great Axe is one of the weapons that people in the random mutations just never use. And as veteran players, I stream this game every day. I do random M1 and M2s every day as a tank, just so I can show and teach people that come to my stream what to do correctly, what to do, and what they're doing wrong in the group, if they are. And the most common weapon that I don't see is the Great Axe. And it is absolutely like one of the most, top 3 most important weapons in a lot of mutations. You need to be able to reap enemies or archers or whatever to you, throw a grab well to get them close, and then you need to have enfeebling maelstrom on your Great Axe to go ahead and weaken them. That is a 27% weaken for 8 seconds, and I have Sunray Stacks and Enchanted, but really you just want to make sure you have this on there at minimum, okay? Bring this into your M1 and M2s and you will actually get through the mutations a lot quicker, and the tank will thank you, and so will the healer. The reason a lot of times the tanks are getting kicked and they don't ever want to tank again is because there's no grouping up of the DPS. They're too busy with their bows or fire staff or muskets, and they're just sitting back and pew-pewing. If you're not actively trying to get the mobs together, you are the problem. It's not the tank and the healer. You are the problem because you're not getting these mobs together to kill them quickly and help the tank hold aggro. The tank can't run out of Sacred to go chase an archer or go chase an enemy because right when he taunted, you decided to throw, your firestorm or whatnot, and now they're coming to you. You got to give him time to kind of get to his spot, then taunt and start hitting so he can build up threat, or else he will lose aggro. A lot of times the DPS will be like, "Tank, why can't you hold aggro? Blah, 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 blah." It's you that's the problem because you don't understand the game and you don't understand group composition. That's okay. I'm here to teach. Might come across a little harsh, but you need to know it, and at least this tone will get your damn attention, I hope. All right, so you want to go ahead and void up and protect yourself, get through these really quickly, try to help out your healer and tank because it is not fair to the tank for him to be a pin cushion because your damage is really weak and low and you're not doing much at all for rends and debuffs like weaken and whatnot. Get the right weapons. I made a video yesterday about the right weapons to use in PvE content. Feel free to check that out. And then I'll see y'all around. Make sure you have your ward pots and coatings. Oh, there's another thing. I don't see coatings and war pots on anybody in M1s. And now, usually it's because of DPS. Now, the tank usually has to take at least a war pot or something because he's going to be taking a lot of damage. Because, like I said, the lack of group comp and the lack of understanding. If you're a new player in here and you're getting in, I get it. You know, there's going to be a learning curve. So that's perfectly fine. It's the players that's been here for a little while now. And, you know, you still don't have group comp in the mutation. I get it. You're mostly a PvP community now in this game, but when you go to PvE, please try to group up and do what PvEers do so you can get through it quicker and it's easier on everyone. There's a reason why you can queue up as a tank in less than a minute and it takes several minutes or more for DPS, okay? And DPS never go in there with honing stones or ward pots or anything. They just want to free, you know, carry. So make sure you're doing your part by bringing in the honing stones, coatings. Make sure you have your trophies up at your house. Make sure you have 3 houses. Get your trophies up so you can do more damage to the enemies. And yeah, that's about it. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. I look forward to season 10 and I'll see y'all in the next one. If you have any suggestions for videos, leave them in the comments. Stop by the Twitch, stream every day live, and I'll see y'all there. Later.